Hi everyone, before the start of this video, I just want to say I keep adding to the script more and more every few hours daily because the situation is still ongoing. So I'm sorry it took a while to release, and I'm sorry if I skip a lot of information because there's just too much to put into a video. If you want me to focus on one specific case of the situation, which I didn't cover in this video, which is like, it's a general idea, just, leave it in the comments and I will consider it. I also want to ask y'all to be respectful to everyone mentioned in the video and to not go out and harass them. But also, don't hold back on your opinions. This is an open space where I want to hear out everyone. Just, don't be out there like body shaming anyone, being racist or homophobic, the usual. I'd love to hear what you make of this otherwise. Thank you. Twitter, the place where communication is so easy, so simple, yet so irritating. The place where absolutely everyone is and nobody wants to be. Oh, how I love this platform. I love how accessible everything is, especially for game developers to post updates. Speaking of, I should check Royale High Roblox official Twitter account and see what the fuck are they up to? Yeah guys, you heard that right. Royale High Roblox are leaving Twitter for Instagram and Threads. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg. So let me give you a brief summary of what the hell led up to this and what the hell happened after the decision was made. Firstly, B went on a rant on her Discord server about how Barbie doesn't owe us players anything. The usual. I won't touch on this too much, but yeah, something that happened. Secondly, Royale High Roblox that's a hard to pronounce thing. Royale High Roblox Twitter account posted about their abandonment of Twitter. Wow. Thirdly, B announced she's stepping down from the position of community manager for personal reasons. Fourthly, people started joking that Haley should take the throne when the bombshell dropped. Call Me Haley, the famous and fan-favorite Royale High YouTuber, had her badge removed. The reason behind it is very vague, but what we can make out of that is that they didn't like that she criticized the game. Wow. Recently, Haley has been critical of Royale High for leaving Twitter, as well as making that joke I briefly mentioned in my last video. The joke where, players should provide their account information to Royale High official. It seemed to piss off the devs so much that they brought Haley to tears. And, following that, removed her badge. Bonkers. Truly bonkers. But that's not all, because now everyone, and I mean everyone, is making response videos. Bia was her ukulele-less video, Haley was her 1 hour long rant, it's Lukash for, why did I get my badge removed, I just defended my friend. Everyone is talking, and the situation is only getting worse and worse as Royale High is dropping in player counts rapidly. Yes, you heard that right. We are more royally fucked than we usually are. So yeah, my friends, let's dissect all of that. 1. Let's talk about Barbie doesn't owe us anything. I spoke about this many times, so I'll quickly say, wrong. No matter how much Barbie claims it's a passion project, we still can say that actions speak louder than words, and her actions are earning millions. This game clearly is the main source of her financial income. She clearly relies really well on it. I mean, I doubt she has a job which pays her quite as much as Royale High's franchise does. I mean, they're having a doll line upcoming, they're having all of these badge sales. They're doing quite well for themselves, if I do say so myself. I believe that as soon as a project becomes monetized, you do kinda owe people something. People don't just throw their money at you for shits and giggles, they kinda, expect something for their money. Like, Barbie clearly pays a lot for this game, hiring all sorts of artists, scripters, and modelers. we give her money not only for the cute little perks, but also so that she can afford all of this in the future. I mean, if she wants to grow this passion project so much, wouldn't she need money for all that? This is a costly endeavor. And sure, if she cares so little about what her community says, then awesome. We absolutely, definitely, no doubt in the world, have a dead game. So, whatever the hell Rant B had going on was about is bullshit, really. At least in my opinion. This out the way, let's get to the official Twitter account abandonment. Now, their official statement reasoning is that Twitter is too unsafe, which, like, I guess I can get behind. Like, sure, moving to safer platforms when you have a child audience is important. Thing is, they already did that. There is a YouTube channel. See, YouTube moderation is a bit too good. Creators can delete your comments on their account or turn off replies fully at will. So, keeping Twitter a platform where a huge chunk of your fan base is sounds kinda logical, especially since the fan base is divided into a group of teenagers and a group of like younger 13-year-olds. 13-year-olds can get their information from a safe website like YouTube, and the teenagers can hop onto Twitter and read there. Secondly, they chose Instagram as one of the platforms they moved to. I have a lot of fix with Instagram. One being is that it's super dangerous platform for children. I won't go too deep into my research as it's an extremely sensitive subject for me, but I encourage all of you, if you're in a good headspace of course, to research how easy it is for pedophiles to find children on that app. Now, I'm not saying Twitter is any better. I myself get NSFW DMs a lot. I just personally don't see why is it a better change. Switching one fucked up app for another fucked up app isn't solving the problem. Now, they also chose Threads. Threads is a bit weird for me. A lot of people say it's an alternative for Twitter and allegedly a good one, but personally I just don't want to use it. I don't know. I don't want to have a bunch of accounts I'll only use for one or two reasons, so it seems so bleh to me, you know? Threads is a fresh platform. I don't see many people use it, especially not my friends, so I don't see a big reason for me to move there either. And if you're already posting things on this short tweet-like format, why not just, I don't know, repost them onto Twitter? Like deadass, just screenshot whatever the fuck you posted on Threads and repost onto Twitter. Don't even read the replies if that's an issue for your management. Close DMs, close replies, I don't care. Just give us news on a platform that we already use and we like using. Now, here is the statement where they said, "We feel that Threads provides a significantly safer level of moderation. We receive a lot of 18+ inappropriate replies on Twitter, which makes us uncomfortable telling people to follow us here. It is no longer safe due to the changes made to the platform. Your safety is our priority." Now, let's get on to issue number 3, B leaving the community managing position. Honestly, I don't have much to say here. Personally, after seeing what she wrote yesterday, I have to say I'm definitely disappointed in her and how she encourages her fans to take the absolute bare minimum from the Royale High developers. But I know at the end of the day, it's not that serious. She's a grown woman. I shouldn't police harmless opinions as I like game or I don't like game. Like, whatever, she's a public figure, so maybe there's a bit of morality attached to it. But honestly, I just don't care enough. She said that she's leaving management for personal reasons, like starting a family with her fiance, planning to move, probably her pneumonia illness, stuff like that. So it's really fair. And, whatever, good for her. I'm glad she's taking time for herself and removing hard responsibilities off of herself. One thing I'd like to still mention though is B's hypocrisy. Now, I didn't watch her entire response video she made. I don't want to give her views really, but from what I've gathered, one of the points she made to say is that she clickbaits to feed her poor family, to earn money for her financially unstable family. Now, this is all alleged and hearsay. I heard it from Twitter, And again, I'm not going to give her any views. I am really unhappy with her recent behavior. So, if that is true, which please leave me in the comments if you did watch the video, if it is true, I just want to say, like, oh, really? Because actually, the day before she posted that video, on that Discord rant I kept mentioning, she actually said that she could follow trends or she could do more to earn views, but YouTube is just something fun for her and she doesn't want to run it like a business. So all of that like boils down to me questioning like which one is true. So are you trying to feed your family and earn the most out of your videos, or is it just a fun side gig for you to enjoy? Like, make it make sense. I'm not saying it can be both. I'm just saying she's putting some kind of strict lines here, you know, and I'm trying to understand which one is true. Again, at the end of the day, it's not really like much of my business and I couldn't care much for that, like, you know, whatever. But also I just want to point out how, like, you know, weird it is that she kind of says both, whichever fits the situation more. So yeah, now the whole B things aside, let's hop on to news number 4. Creators losing their badges. Woohoo, you're all here for it. Now, as I said, a popular creator called Call Me Haley, like Call Me Haley, I assume. Like Haley, her name is Haley. So Haley lost her badge for speaking up against the Royale High devs. And you know, okay, now I just want to say that at the time when she like lost her badge, I say like speaking up against the devs like she was like making an expose thread. No, that wasn't the thing. Literally all she did was like make a joke, apologize for the innocent joke, and then say like, oh, them leaving Twitter is kind of weird. And then they said that they'll remove her badge. I just want that to be crystal clear. Like, she wasn't like doing anything like super insane, right? Okay. So what Haley provided as proof for is that the Royale High community management team is incredibly controlling of what Haley posts, who she follows, disallowing her to share her opinions, and sending her messages like, please delete this, please delete that. They overreacted over a joke and painted a fake "you're malicious" narrative about her, pointed out that their entire community management team acted like assholes to her for a while, like, you know, being mean, and basically told her to keep quiet about the whole Halloween ableism concerns. Finished off their DM by saying, you should just ask us about any concerns you have. We don't know why you dare discuss it with people on Twitter. Our communication isn't healthy because of that, so, you know, bye-bye. Which is like a very quick summary of a small part of her video. I don't want to share more because I want you all to go to that video, give it a like, leave a nice comment, share that video around. I don't want to be snatching Haley's views from her because, like, you know, she's the victim in this situation, and I want you to hear it in her own words and to see the entire video. So the video is linked below in the description and in the replies. Please go watch it. Thank you. Also, thanks to a commenter on my community page, I found out that another creator called Lukash, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I didn't know how to read this. Lukash, I don't know. So Lukash lost their badge as well. Now, I personally do not know the creator Lukash. My girlfriend watched the video and she said that they basically were defending their friend and they lost the badge, but I will not comment further on that. Please do your own research if you're interested, and if you know, want to know more, then just reply and I might cover that more in depth. Now, I think all people who are losing their badges right now at the moment is just Lukash and Haley. I feel like all of their reasons behind losing their badge are kind of like bullshitty, you know, just like Haley said. The reasons are on screen right now. Okay, so the entire post reads, we only remove members from our program if they no longer following the rules of code of conduct. We always contact everyone first at least 2 or 3 times to speak to them about it before we remove their badges. We never remove someone from the program without discussing the reasons why with them first. We won't share the private conversations our team had with those people. We do not remove people for simply critiquing the game. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet there because, and I won't edit it out because that was my genuine reaction. Because that's what they did. Like, you actually removed people for simply critiquing the game. No one was like, Haley wasn't even doing anything dangerous. If someone believed Haley, they would DM you guys with the account information, which you already have anyway. Okay. Which is, dumb. Code of contact? You mean Haley's harmless joke you said you hold no hard feelings against after she deleted it? Or the fact you dared criticize our Lord and Savior Royale High devs? It's so stupid. I don't even know what to add here. They're clearly just silencing the community's criticism and running to different platforms to avoid angry comments from irritated players. It's just insufferable, really. Now, all that together, let me just, tell you guys my thoughts and theories. My general view on this situation combined is that B, while still in the position of community manager, decided to flee Twitter in fear of criticism because there was a lot. However, after getting even more criticism about that decision and all those personal reasons, she left her position. Probably she already had a consideration to leave the position, but I feel like that might have been the nail in the coffin, the final nail in the coffin. Now, I'm not fully sure if that's what happened. It's just my theory, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe the timeline doesn't add up. But it really does feel like that's what happened, knowing how bad B is at handling criticism. But in a way, I have to say, I'm also so glad the badges got removed. You know why? Because now the community sees how little the devs actually care about them and their creations. Haley is a fan favorite YouTuber in the community. Her videos get millions of views. She's a dormitory name. Everyone loves her. So removing her badge is definitely going to send waves of distaste among the players. Maybe it'll send a message to the devs that they need to get their crap together. And who knows, maybe it'll bring a positive change to their game, not just return of the badges. I personally don't think that will happen. I feel like Royale High is really doomed, at least until Barbie sells it to someone else. But, still nice to hope. I'm so glad Haley also got a chance to show how toxic, controlling, and manipulative the devs can be. Because what they're doing is breaching Haley's privacy. Controlling what your collaborator can and can't say isn't exactly healthy. Sure, they might have requirements like be respectful and, maybe butter us up just a little bit, but Haley always was. She's a kind young woman, and she clearly loves the game, and they were absolute assholes for what they did. And painting this negative, false image of her is just disgusting. I honestly kinda expected them to be like this. Lance is an asshole after all. Hands down, he's a huge asshole. You can watch his streams and see how defensive, condescending, and rude he can be. And having him as one of the devs or community managers or whatever the fuck his position is telling on how the rest of the people working might be. Also, can I remind y'all the whole thing that happened with Cybernova losing her badge only to later regain it? Yeah, now it kind of seems more understandable, not gonna lie. Cybernova is a very outspoken woman. That's something I love about her. She stands by what she says firmly, but is respectful to others' opinions and beliefs. I can only imagine that Barbie's team didn't quite like that. But again, I don't have proof for this claim, it's just an assumption. I also have a feeling that knowing how Cybernova, again, stands firmly by her beliefs, she might actually lose her badge again. I have a feeling of that, yeah. Speaking of being critical, you know who's suspiciously bootlickery during all of this? B. Now, as of right now, when I'm recording this, She did actually say, like, no, I don't stand by that, blah, blah, blah. But she actually did have, phrasing things like, even though I don't agree with it, I do want to say that the patch Royale High has removed patches because I don't have to endorse people who are rude about the game. Like, Nike won't give you free shoes if you crap talk them online. Now, B said that this was taken out of context, which, I don't really understand what context can be given here. Like, she says that she doesn't agree, but then she kind of explains it. I don't know. So I'm not saying Bia is I feel like she's either protecting her badge or just bootlicking. One of the two. But those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Do you agree with the devs, or do you think the community is correct for being angry? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And that being said, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good day. Mwah.